There are these three elite players among a roster that has a lot of talent in Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell. The first two obviously are signed, on their rookie scale deals here. Kelsey being a free agent.
Is Kelsey Mitchell's future with the Indiana Fever secure, or is it hanging in the balance? As the 2025 WNBA offseason heats up, all eyes are on Indiana, with recent leadership changes, promises of a championship comeback, and high-profile talent on the roster. One question dominates the conversation: will Kelsey Mitchell stay and solidify her place in this rising powerhouse, or will she explore opportunities with another team?
We have somebody in our franchise, Kelsey Mitchell, who's been here for 7 years, or just, finished her 7th year, who was moved all over the city while this arena was under construction for a couple of summers. So, now people get to see what a great player she is.
The uncertainty surrounding Kelsey Mitchell's future isn't without reason. Her own comments and the lack of updates from management have sparked widespread speculation. Mitchell's potential departure wouldn't just shake up the Fever's roster, it could impact the entire WNBA landscape. So, what's really at stake here, and why is this decision so crucial not only for Mitchell's career but for the Fever's future? In this video, we'll dive into how the Fever's leadership, led by Kelly Krauskopf, is strategically building a championship contending team, why Mitchell is a cornerstone of that plan, the big news around her free agency, and how her partnership with Caitlin Clark could be the dynamic duo that changes everything. We'll break down the stakes for the 2025 season and what you, as a fan, need to know. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's go!
With your contract expiring after this season, would you be interested in re-signing or coming back to the organization?
It's definitely a lot of emotions and thoughts that flow through my mind. I think that everything for me is so fresh that I don't know what I need and what I'm going to do, but I know that when the time comes and the opportunity is right for me to make those decisions.
Re-signing Kelsey Mitchell isn't just an option for the Indiana Fever, it's the franchise's top priority this offseason. Her presence is not only valuable, it's crucial to the team's future plans. But why is this commitment so vital, and how does it fit into the Fever's bigger picture? Under the leadership of Kelly Krauskopf, Amber Cox, and Stephanie White, the Fever have set clear goals for the offseason, with retaining Mitchell at the top of the list. Mitchell, a proven scorer, formed a dynamic partnership with Caitlin Clark that helped turn the 2024 season into a showcase of the team's potential. Their chemistry was undeniable, blending Mitchell's offensive firepower with Clark's playmaking ability, resulting in a rejuvenated team that exceeded expectations. This renewed energy sparked hope among Indiana fans who have long awaited a competitive squad.
We wouldn't be where we are today without Kelsey Mitchell. She's clearly a very foundational piece.
Keeping Mitchell is just one piece of the puzzle for the Fever. They're also focused on strengthening their forward position with players who bring size, defensive grit, and scoring versatility. These enforcer types add a physical edge, equipping the team to hold their own in tough, high-stakes matchups. Adding forwards who can battle in the paint would relieve pressure on both Clark and Mitchell, allowing them more freedom offensively, while also pairing Boston with a strong inside partner. The Fever are also eager to bring in versatile wings who can contribute on both ends of the court. These adaptable players would offer scoring support and defensive flexibility, transitioning smoothly between positions and stepping up in crucial moments. This added depth would complement the offensive firepower of the Mitchell-Clark duo, giving Indiana a new level of versatility and resilience as they build toward becoming top contenders.
This time it's very obvious. They need depth, they need defense, and they're trying to win right now. They cannot really bridge things any longer.
To keep their momentum steady all season, the Fever are focused on finding a dependable backup guard, someone who can step in seamlessly when Mitchell or Clark needs a breather. This addition is key to preserving the team's fast-paced offense, which is central to coach Stephanie White's strategy. A strong backup guard would also help manage player fatigue and keep the team's game plan intact through the demands of a long season. These off-season goals underscore the Fever's ambition to rise from a rebuilding team to a true contender. Building around core players like Clark, Mitchell, Boston, and Hull sends a clear message to the league: Indiana is assembling a roster built to compete at the highest level. Yet with free agency approaching, fans can't ignore the pressing question: will Mitchell commit to this vision, or will the Fever's plans hinge on uncertain terms?
It's extremely important to the success of the future. We intend to, have lots of conversations and make sure she knows that, but I think she does know that.
If you're still with us and enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. Now, let's get back to it.
I think right now the switching dynamic of my family and everything, I got to do what's best for me. And that's no hanging my hat on one team or another, but I think it's specifically for me. I got to be selfish about that process. And when I know, you'll know. So we'll see.
At the end of the 2024 season, Kelsey Mitchell's cryptic remarks in her exit interview only fueled speculation about her future. "I need to make a selfish decision for myself and my family," she said, a statement that sent waves of anxiety through Indiana Fever fans. This simple but powerful comment hinted that Mitchell was carefully weighing her options, leaving fans wondering, would she stay loyal to Indiana or explore new opportunities? The Fever's leadership and fans were left waiting, with no immediate updates as days passed. Mitchell's silence in the early offseason intensified the suspense. In a league where news breaks fast and narratives shift quickly, her quietness carried as much weight as a formal announcement. Fans and analysts combed through her social media for any hint of her intentions, questioning whether she was satisfied with Indiana's direction or if something had changed. The uncertainty surrounding Mitchell's decision raised bigger questions about how her choice might impact the Fever's chemistry and strategy. Mitchell is more than just a top scorer, she's integral to Indiana's playing style. Her knack for creating scoring opportunities and her on-court connection with Caitlin Clark were pivotal to the team's success in 2024.
That's not unusual, and it certainly doesn't change our opinion of how important Kelsey is and how important, she is to returning to this team. So that she's our number one priority.
If Mitchell were to leave, it wouldn't just impact the team's scoring. It would require a complete overhaul of the Fever's offensive strategy and could delay their goal of becoming championship contenders. For Mitchell, the decision went beyond professional considerations, it was also deeply personal. In free agency, players often weigh factors like financial security, chances of winning a championship, and personal comfort. Fever fans, aware of Mitchell's critical role, grew increasingly worried that another team might tempt her away with promises of a bigger contract or a stronger shot at a title.
Kind of button that up on the Kelsey side, pouring as sort of it's been taken different ways by different players through the year.
As fans debated Kelsey Mitchell's potential departure, questions swirled. Could the Indiana Fever truly replace her on the court, or would losing her create a gap too large to fill? The Fever's 2025 strategy heavily relied on keeping their core intact, with Mitchell being a key part of that vision. Her absence would force the team to scramble for a replacement. No easy task. Given her unique leadership and skill set, the tension peaked as fans anxiously speculated about Mitchell's next move. Just when it seemed they might be left in suspense, Kelly Krauskopf, the Fever's president of basketball operations, stepped in to address the situation. Her remarks shifted the mood, transforming uncertainty into cautious optimism and offering fans a clear sense of the team's direction for the upcoming season.
Now that the Fever are good, she is not going to leave in free agency.
Well, I would say probably not, but also I have to look into this further. I don't think Kelsey Mitchell has ever been cored, and I don't think any other players on the roster are cored. So even if Kelsey Mitchell wants to leave in free agency, I don't know that she can.
As the excitement and speculation around Kelsey Mitchell's free agency hit a high, Indiana Fever's president of basketball operations, Kelly Krauskopf, stepped up to reassure fans and calm the waters. "Re-signing Kelsey Mitchell is our top priority," Krauskopf stated, leaving no doubt about the franchise's commitment to one of its most impactful players. Her message wasn't just a promise, it was a bold declaration of the Fever's intent to build a competitive team around their star players, with Mitchell at the center. Krauskopf's strategy hinges on using the core designation for Kelsey Mitchell, a unique WNBA tool that grants the team exclusive negotiating rights with her. This designation lets Indiana offer Mitchell a supermax contract, effectively removing her from other teams' reach. It's a clear message that Mitchell is essential to Indiana's long-term plan for success. Not only does this secure her for another season, but it also underscores the trust the team has in her and confirms her role as a franchise cornerstone. To put it simply, Krauskopf has confirmed, Kelsey Mitchell is officially returning for the 2025 season.